Ew.
Master Armourer, I have a message for you from Blacksmith Zack.
If it's another one of his so-called generous offers, you can go straight back and tell him I'm not selling, and that's that.
No, this is another matter. Vitus wants to challenge you to a duel.
What? Me fight with that brat? Zack must have lost his mind entirely.
Just working on actual quests today. So, making some progress, I guess. You
Surely
afraid?
you're not afraid of him, Master Otter.
Ha! Me?
little
Afraid
both.
of him?
I think this is a side quest.
Nonsense. But a respectable craftsman like me can't be seen battering a barely trained runt.
It will be a duel with bludgeons. No bloodshed. At most, a few bruises and some dents in the armour. Zack chose me to wear Vitus armour.
And so I'm to choose a champion of my own? That sounds reasonable.
Good. So let's agree on the time and place.
Hold your horses, young fella. I've got a counter offer for you. Now, I'm sure Zack is paying you well.
I won't deny it.
I could pay you more, and I'd tailor-make a cuirass just for you. What do you say?
You mean if I fight as your champion instead? I'm not sure how Zack would take it.
No, you fight on Zack's side and lose.
That's scummy.
That's not very honourable.
And Zack's constant slander and mudslinging are the height of honour, are they?
But what if Zack's right? You're not as young as you used to be, and Vitus has trained with renowned masters.
What? You're as impertinent as that bastard Zack and his whelp of a son. How dare you? I don't need help from the likes of you. You'll get such a battering even Brother Nicodemus from the monastery won't know which side of you is up. Now clear off.
Not until you tell me where and when we should meet.
I don't know. Sort it out with the bailiff. He should come anyway, so I don't get the blame when you get beaten to a pulp.
So angry, and then God be with you very quietly. He's about to start swinging at me over the counter.
Here is your change. Some change for you.
Bailiff. I've been playing on a console game with Cheyenne for a while, and the controls are a little scrambled in my brain at the moment. Oh, you're the bailiff.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
Is there anything interesting going on here?
It's so peaceful, it worries me.
I'm here on behalf of Blacksmith Zack.
Zack? What does that madman want now? Don't tell me. It's another complaint about the Master Armorer. Well, you can tell Zack if you waste another minute of my time with that pathetic feud of his. I'll have him up for disrespecting the office of the bailiff.
No, it's not a complaint this time. In fact, Zack came up with an idea to settle the dispute once and for all.
Is that so? Well, that's a different kettle of fish. That's just what I was after. You have my full attention, friend. What's his plan?
A duel.
Jesus Christ! Has he lost his wits entirely?
Now, don't worry, Goodman Bailiff. No one will get killed. It will only be a duel with bludgeons. Zack chose me as his champion. I'll be wearing a suit of armour made by his son, Vitus, and I'll fight Otter's champion. Whoever falls first, loses.
That sounds like a fine spectacle for the village green. Naturally, I'll have to be present to ensure nothing untoward happens.
Your presence is certainly expected, Bailiff. We'd like you to referee the whole duel.
Very well. We'll have it on the marketplace in the front of the church. But when?
That's up to you.
We could announce it right now.
Sure, why
Let's
not?
do it.
I'll have it announced around town. You come along at just the right time. It'll be a fine show for the townsfolk, and I'll finally get that pair and their constant squabbling off my back. May the Lord watch you.
I don't even fully remember why I'm doing it, but dude. I think it's to get the piece of that sword that he has.
Citizens of Sasau, our township has long been plagued by a protracted dispute. As you are no doubt aware,
Is that me?
Zack, the blacksmith of the monastery courtyard, and Master Armorer Otto Rabstein have been
Could not
for some
tell you.
time at odds. And in so much as it behoves my office as bailiff to settle such disputes and maintain peace and order, I have decided to resolve the blacksmith's quarrel by unconventional means, whilst affording an entertaining spectacle. In short, we shall let them knock each other's teeth out. However, since it ill befits two respectable tradesmen to maul each other on the market square like a pair of cocks on a dung heap, each of them has elected a champion. Zack, the blacksmith, has appointed to fight in his stead Henry of Scarlet.
I guess that is me.
And Master Otto Rabstein's champion will be... Please, introduce yourself, Sir Knight.
Master Otter will fight for Master Otter. I don't need some young pup to take my place.
Alright.
I remind you that this will be a duel with bludgeons alone. And until first blood is shed.
He did seem quite angry.
Come, folks, be sensible for heaven's sake. We don't want any maiming here, or, God forbid, murder.
It kind of sounds like they want maiming at the very
So,
least.
if both contestants are ready,
Yeah, I don't know how you'd be able to
Let
tell
us
first
begin.
blood with a blunt object battle with plate armor.
horrifying.
Technically, that's first blood, because my sadist perk means he's bleeding. Just fucked him up.
You kicked that old bastard's arse, Henry. His ears will be ringing for a month. Now everyone will see who knows how to make armor and who's all hot air.
It was as easy as falling off a log. Any other business disputes you'd like me to sort out for you?
I might have, lad, but not any you can solve
Yeah.
with a bludgeon. Anyway, come by the forge later for your reward.
All right?
See a lot of things being fixed that way. Just savage each other while wearing armor. What else did it have to do with that?
The swordsmith.
I know he's after those, but he's out of...
Not even...
What can I tell you?
See you later.
Nothing much. Sir Radzig has made his home in the lower castle, but the surface
Damn.
is together in
Christ almighty. What did they do to them?
How are they doing?
They could have fared worse. It seems they helped them.
I guess I gotta go back to, like, his forge near the monastery for reward. guess I wait for an hour, maybe, and he'll show up. We're about to, like, leave the shop about this time, it seems like. Hello. In his house now. He's still walking back, okay. That's all this said. Nothing even in it.
What? Show yourself!
I'm right here.
What's going on out there?
It doesn't even say I'm trespassing or anything, but like, you walk into people's like
Show
area,
yourself.
and sometimes they just start freaking out. Now I'm trespassing. I think I did this already. Yeah, all these are open. Yeah. There's a ghost burglar. Look out, lady. That vaulting animation was a little awkward. Good on nourishment. And the sword. That's kind of important. This isn't trespassing. Very hard, eh? What are you doing in there? Can I not? Can I jump over that? Yeah, I can. Cannot knock him out. I would assume I'm close to getting hard locks, or like very hard locks. Been picking everything I find. Very hard. It sure is taking forever to get back to his forge. Like 3 years. Just wait until morning. Like a fucking psycho. Standing here on somebody else's property for 12 hours. The cat's is gently baking in the sun over by the window.
How are you, Henry? Good health to you.
Good health to you.
I'll come for my reward.
Of course. And thanks again, lad. It's worked wonders for my trade.
And will Otter sell you his business?
I don't know, but the way things are looking now, his trade will soon be dead as a doornail anyway.
It's rough.
You told me I'd get that kiras made by Vitus and a few groschen on top.
I did. And I'm a man of my word. Here you are.
Thanks.
Should not be as good as what I've got.
Take care.
Vitus is curious. 23.5. Yep. 23.9. Not as good. That's a decent amount of money on top of it, though. Activity giver. Speak. That's the main quest. Gotta do those at some point. These are activities. I wonder if it's worth doing the Queen of Sheba thing. It's like they make it very clear that everybody thinks the sword that they would make with that thing is garbage anyway, but it should speak with Ulrich already, or
Yeah.
So, what did Master Pfeiffer have to say?
I consulted him and we definitely have a starting point.
Tell me more.
Master Pfeiffer found out they need copper sheets for the core of the coins and quicksilver for the
amalgam.
The other part?
I see. They have such materials at the monastery.
Exactly. That's why I'm interested in the local forges.
Yes, that is good. Yesterday, I heard people from the craftsman's yard by the monastery complaining. They said they could not sleep at night because the blacksmith works all the time till dawn.
I see.
Till down.
That's certainly worth asking about. Have you heard anything else?
You said they use quicksilver. There is a painter lodging here who is painting the church in Ujits. I heard him complain also. He said that he went to the monastery for quicksilver and it was all gone.
Well, that's something to follow up as well. Thanks.
You alright? Oh, he's here. I think that's the guy that I choked out and stole from when I first got here the other day. Hello? He had a sudden rush of brain damage induced, like, complete and total amnesia. He's downstairs. Free lockpicks, though. Once you get a few levels in, lockpick does seem like it gets considerably easier, especially once you get used to it, but like starting out, it's incredibly hard compared to other ones.
Christ! I'm honoured that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
Are you, though?
I hear you've had some problems with the supply of quicksilver.
Problems? I should say so. For the third time this month they've told me they've none. There's no quicksilver to be had, they said.
And who exactly are you talking about? Who's holding back the goods on you?
The monastery overseer, or his assistant, more like.
So what did the overseer have to say to you?
Nothing. Apparently he doesn't deal in such trifles. Leaves it all to his assistant, the pompous git.
Surely such valuable material can't just vanish. Where can it be?
I wish I knew. Every time I ask for the red paint, there's a different reason why they haven't got the quicksilver to mix it. Once they said the goods never arrived, and another time that the wagon carrying it was ambushed. Then it went astray somewhere.
And you think they're lying?
Jesus, what do I know? But it seems pretty strange to me. 3 times in a row the same thing goes missing. There's bad luck and then there's something else.
How do you get red paint out of mercury? Because that's what quicksilver is, right? I don't know.
What do you need quicksilver for?
I don't. They do. To mix up the red pigment for me. I'm painting the church in Ujits. Can you imagine how stupid those biblical scenes look without red?
Not really.
Then be glad you can. My eyes hurt just to imagine it.
That's all I need to know for now.
Ah. But wouldn't you care to buy something before you go? Or play a game? I really need some money. I've been waiting here a while and my stay's getting expensive.
Why not? Show me what you have to offer.
Good luck to you.
Hey, books and a treasure map.
Let's talk about the price.
Yeah, he does seem really into red.
Try it.
Since it's you.
Come now. All right, so.
More than 50 kilometers. All right. I think I need to talk to that guy, but just for sake of thoroughness. You all right, lady?
God be with you, lad. What can I do for you?
You look different, Master.
So as to fit in. I don't want it known that I'm in town.
Right.
So what have you found out so far?
Nothing much.
Well, hurry up, Henry.
You look different.
So as to...
Right.
So what have you...
I found out where they get the copper sheets from.
Really? So tell me.
It's the smith on the monastery craftsman's yard. He supplies the counterfeiters.
Do you know how he gets the goods to them?
No. All I know is that someone called Rapporteur collected the goods.
Not much, but it's a start. At least it's not a common name. Listen, Henry. I had another thought on the way here. Those counterfeiters have to have a punch die to make the fake coins.
Yes, of course.
Of course.
That's sophisticated work. There's a man I know who works at the monastery yard. Master engraver Jerome of Silesia.
You don't suppose that he's...
No, not that, God forbid. I know him well. He'd never do anything like that. But he runs an engraving workshop, so he might have heard something.
Very well, I'll ask him.
But ask with tact. I don't want him getting offended. And I prefer you not to mention me at all.
I'll try to think of something. That's all.
God be with you.
God, I need food. Feeling quite hungry.
Yeah!
Give me that. What goes the other way?
Yeah! Yeah!
Sometimes the camera really flicks hard when you get off the horse.
God grant you health. How may I help you?
How goes the work, Master?
Getting there, getting there. You need something, my boy?
What are you doing here, anyway?
You're in an engraver's shop, my boy. We're engraving, of course.
Yeah, but engraving what? And what's it used for?
Oh, we engrave wood and stone as well as metal. Here in the monastery, it's mostly about decoration.
You've got quite a large workshop, Master. You don't do all the work alone, surely?
I'm usually here with my apprentice, Florian. Of course, by simple observation, you'll note that this is not currently the case, and I'm here alone, which means that either I'm a liar or something out of the ordinary has occurred.
This guy has an odd way of speaking.
I think. So what's happened to Florian?
He shares the fate of the pharaohs for today. The fifth scourge of Egypt did smite him, the plague, or so his message advised me.
Jesus Christ, the plague?
Do remain calm. I'm quite certain the plague from which Florian is suffering wasn't a judgment from on high, or if it was a judgment on excessive drinking.
He's certainly more well-educated than most people around here.
Biblical proportions.
Seemingly.
What's he like, your apprentice, Florian?
I'm afraid that his exuberant youth has taken its toll. He's been acting strangely of late. I fear he has delusions of persecution.
I don't know what you mean, at all.
Recently, for example, he told me that someone was following him. And the very next day he bought a padlock from the blacksmith and locked up his chest. As though I would ever sneak into it. In any case, why the interest? Are you looking for him?
Something like that.
May I ask why?
He owes me money. I feel like that one's too obvious to debunk.
He owes me money.
Naturally. Dice or boozing, was it? Pray do tell.
Both.
Sodom and Gomorrah are too good for the boy.
Yeah, that seemed like the
Here
most
you go.
believable answer.
I'll dock his wages.
Thank you, Master. You're most kind. But I'd rather get it from him myself.
If you think he'll have anything to give, please yourself. About your question, you'll find him at home. No doubt feverishly dying. He sleeps in the baker's cellar.
Ah, thank you. Does Florian have any enemies?
A man such as he certainly owes money at every turn, and the parents of local girls are undoubtedly displeased with his attempts to propagate. However, most recently it was that feud from the Baths who accosted him in quite a spectacular raid.
Discord. Lurker. Hell. A bathhouse
A
woman.
woman from the baths?
Scandalous.
What did she...
I really wish I wouldn't fuck with my audio every time I alt-tab, but there's not really a better way to do it.
Occasion I made an exception.
Do you have any idea why she did it?
She was
Pentiment,
screaming about some girl.
started to
some
play that.
flighty
I was going to play it with
bathmaid.
Cheyenne, but
I would say that
think at the
Florian had felt
time
the joys of
she didn't
spring
want to
and
like
acted accordingly.
sit there and pay that much attention
Although
to it,
one
but
would
I was
have
really
thought
interested
they'd be
in it.
used to that sort of thing at the bathhouse.
Thank you. I'll leave you to your work.
Goodbye.
Well, let me knock him out. Adam of the Baths. Apprentice. Overseer shop. I don't know if the Overseer shop is like the definitive way to progress or whatever. I'm just kind of like pursuing the other things. It did seem really cool. Might go back to it at some point.
Yeah.
Greetings. What do you need?
Be right back. Well, I'm back. Mr. Jericho, if you're still here, thank you for the follow. I had to step away for a minute.
I hear you're at odds with Apprentice Florian.
At odds? I'll give you at odds. It's that sod's fault they took my Esther. Poor girl.
Alright.
I shudder to think what's become of her.
What happened?
What exactly happened?
This man came in wanting a bath, and Esther with it. She doesn't normally offer that kind of service, but I didn't see the harm, so I sent her in to him. And suddenly I hear screams. So I run out, and I see the bastard pulling her out of the tent and shoving her into a boat.
Good lord.
I assume that Florian knows this, Esther.
You know village girls. They don't get much of a choice. Every other knave has a turnip for a brain, and if they don't, they're relatives. And then some
Yikes.
young dandy turns up who writes her little poems. What's the poor girl to do? And this is how it ends. She should have stuck with the turnip heads.
What's up, Lauren?
Where can I find this Florian? I'd like to ask him a few questions.
He works in the engraver's
Bugles.
workshop at the monastery craftsman's yard. And if he's not there, he'll be holed up like the rat he is in the cellar he rents from the baker. He's afraid of me, for sure.
Jesus.
What did the bailiff make of it?
Don't even get me started on that. He's another fine... I won't say what. I told him everything, but he says he won't do nothing about
Some
it.
Taco Bell.
How's that then?
What's your
He
Taco
wouldn't
Bell
tell me
order?
to my face, of course. But people here don't think
Everybody
much
has
about.
something that
There's
they get
some as
pretty
reckon my Esther
consistently.
deserves what she got. Poor girl.
It sounds like you were close to Esther.
I loved her like my very own. She came to me as an orphan, like a wolf
something wrong with
child
your
she
neck there?
was. I raised her and taught her and gave her a job, and now she's gone.
Imagine talking
Who
to
knows if
everybody with your
she's
head
even
like this.
alive?
I feel like that's rude to say.
I'd like to know more about the kidnapping.
Fine.
I'm sorry they took her, but what exactly has it got to do with Florian?
They shouted at me to tell Florian that when he wises up, he'll get the girl
Crunchwrap,
back.
yeah. I do like me some crunch wraps. Mine's usually like a crunch wrap or two, and then like a quesarito if they have them. Or I just get one of the like burrito taco party pack things. And then I like the fire sauce.
God be with you.
I've tried the Diablo one, but it's too bitter. Like, it doesn't even like taste good. It's got good heat to it, but you alright? Salsa Verde. I don't know if I've had that one. That one's kind of new, isn't it? I remember people talking about that. New-ish. In there. Yeah, he is. Well, this is extremely depressing to look at.
God grant you health. How may I help you?
You do like the fire sauce. Me too. I think that's their best one.
You look quite sprightly for an invalid.
What? Who the hell are you?
My name's Henry, and I'm making inquiries for Sir Radzig Kobyla.
And what do you want from me?
Straight to the point then? Alright. I've been investigating counterfeit money and the trail led me straight to you. Does the name Rapiter mean anything to you?
Forgot your
I
salad.
don't know.
Like
Maybe?
at the
Don't bother.
store, or
I know you know it.
just before you sat down?
You make the punch dies for the counterfeiters. How do you hand them over? Do you know where their workshop is?
I can't
Breakfast
say anything.
sandwich.
I'll deny everything and you've got nothing on me. No
In the
evidence,
fridge,
just
okay.
accusations.
That sucks. Change the size of my thingamajigger here. Chat up a little bit too, because it's like in the other frame. Cafe Wednesday. What the fuck does that mean?
It's got something to do with that girl, hasn't it?
How do you know?
That doesn't matter.
No, I suppose not. I didn't want to get involved, I swear. Those bastards
I'd rather
kidnapped
give
Esther.
birth to a cat or
If
a
I don't
dog.
cooperate, they'll kill her.
It's like a weird furry question or something. That's some grammar right there. I don't know. I guess a cat, because on average they're smaller. Slightly less painful.
Who is Esther?
My girl, of course. That scum took her right out of the bathhouse.
I'm sorry about that.
Me too. Listen, I'll tell you everything, I promise. But only if I know that Esther's safe.
What, so
Well,
I'm
you
to go
didn't say that was
searching
an
for her
option.
in
You
the
said,
woods?
would I rather
I know
give
where
birth to
they're
one or
keeping her.
two?
Nobody will help me. And what can puny little me do faced with those strapping great villains?
It's a bit disingenuous of a question. How dare you haggle with me?
Look, Florian, I'm sorry for what you're going through, honestly. But I'm not the only one who's after these people. As soon as they get wind of something, they'll be out of here and Esther will be gone with them.
If Rapita finds I've told you anything, they'll kill her.
Not if I catch Rapita first. He's here in town, isn't he?
Yes, he is. They found me in the tavern one evening. Caught me when I went to the shit pile. They started to badger me about working for me.
They?
Yes, Rapita. And a night they
I
called
hadn't thought of that,
Sayesha.
but yeah, I guess that would be something that would happen.
They explained what they wanted from me, and I told them to sod off.
I'm guessing that didn't go down too well.
It wasn't all that bad. They just threw me on the dung heap and left. I thought it was just a drunkard's joke. But then they took Esther.
I guess this is where he works, but also it looks like there's a bed in the corner, so it's like this stone room with a straw mat, a table, and a door. Slightly better than a cell, I guess.
Where will I find Rapita?
He's usually wherever I am.
What does that mean?
He watches me. Everywhere I go. And when I'm at home, he sits on the bench in the square, watching my house.
So he's there now?
Hard to say. Sometimes I see him in the tavern on the green, buying supplies.
All right. At least I know where to start. And you go to work tomorrow, you hear?
Why?
Because we have to lure him out.
Lure?
And
You put
besides,
some
the
soft
master
J
will
in there.
surely be glad to see you.
I have my doubts.
How did you hand over the punch die to them?
Rapita waited for me behind the church. I didn't want to give it to them without seeing Esther first.
And did they let you?
Yes, although I don't really
Yeah,
know
just
why.
start aggressively
They took me to a
shitting next to the, like the
derelict
front
farm in
door or
Scout's
something.
Hills. My poor Esther. They'd scared her half to death.
So at least you know she's alive.
Who knows? It was a while ago. And they never let her go, even after I did what they wanted. They said they'd be needing more.
More punch dies?
They wear out over time. And they have to be replaced regularly.
Yeah, right.
Why didn't you tell anyone?
You could also do the Sims thing
At
where you
first I
just
took
like
it for a
wait
bad
until
joke.
you're gonna like explode and just like
they snatched
shit
Esther.
wherever you're standing.
There was nothing to be done.
Ah, yes, the bucket method.
I suppose I'd better go. I'd hate the bastard to get away.
Go. I hope you get revenge. Goodbye.
Goodbye. The tone shift there was a bit odd. Place where the materials are handed over. Yeah, I like the medieval, like, book printed, like, painting style of the map.
Yeah.
Hello. Who are you? Oh, there's two of you. Bandit, huh? I don't know why they're not attacking me. If they are indeed just bandits.
Why are you just sitting around?
Why not? Admiring the view. People just do not appreciate a lovely view these days.
Does the name Rapita ring any bells for you?
Rapota, you say?
Windows error.
No, I can't hear any bells ringing at all.
I'll skewer you where you stand.
Look, you little jester, I'm investigating a crime against the king on the direct orders of Sir Radzig. Are you really going to keep pretending you don't know anything?
Hang on! What's all this about a crime against the king? I'm just keeping an eye on things. When a wagon comes in, I make sure nobody robs it. I get a commission for that, that's it.
See? That didn't hurt a bit. Bit of friendly advice. You're wasting your time here. Rappator's scarpered and won't be coming back this way anytime soon. You might as well pack up and go home.
What? That bastard owes me a dozen groschen. Damn it! Now what? Ah, well, no use hanging around here anyway. In any case, thanks for the information. I could have been stuck here for weeks. Camp life sure ain't easy. Fuck!
There's still more stuff to talk about, I thought. Yeah, won't let me talk to him. You okay, bud? Holy shit. We've leveled up lockpicking again. Deft grip. Firmly grasp it. Salt might be useful for something. So I guess that was nothing. Wrap it. Discord. Should probably just keep my Discord open on my phone. Already. So I just gotta find that random guy in town. I've seen him before. Burger. Really excited for the second one, purely because of the polishing and graphical improvements that I've seen. Seems like they really updated their stuff and optimized it better. There's just a lot of little minute graphical hiccups with this one. No, it's on console too. Me and Cheyenne started a playthrough of it on the PS5, but it's like the PS4 version. And it's got a lot of like little graphical glitches, like clothing clipping through things, or like pop in or whatever going on. Can't remember when this game came out, but it's been a bit, so it's a little bit older.
Yeah.
Come get some.
Somebody's murdered.
I've seen him leaning up against that building. Feel like, anyway. I think I remember him wearing green. That's a grave digger. 2018? Okay, so it's been a little bit. So, Taylor? Yeah, it really doesn't feel like that long ago, but it might just be us being old. Oh, you're a gambler. Houndsman. Alehouse maid. The slightest drop in elevation while you're walking, and Henry yelps like he just shattered his femur.
Rabbit paws of all colors, shapes, and sizes.
This guy's still... He's not in here? Smooth as silk, like. Oh, this is just a storehouse. I legit thought that was the room that I found the other guy in. Built almost like the exact same way.
That noise.
Good people, love thy neighbor more than thyself. No, us stands the church dignitaries, but they the word.
Fabian. Houndswoman. Warrior. Table setter.
You'll not find better meat anywhere. Problems with stomach also? Buy my potions made from the world.
Yeah, this is the same spot. Hello? You got anything in here? No, you do not. Baker. I don't know these people's, like, routines or whatever. So I don't know, like, where they show up. What kind of room is this? What do you do with this? Is this like an elevated shed? What is this? That does give off Fap Shack vibes. Everybody take their turn with the Jack Hut. Innkeeper. Would think he's around, like, having a drink or something, but... Damn!
What was that news?
quickly eat. Breaking into random people's houses? Potion and some moonshine. Nothing really. Didn't even mean to take that. I swear I used to see this guy just standing around town all the time. And now the second I need to find him, he just, like, unasses the place. Yeah, he used to stand, like, against one of these buildings, like, down this street.
Problems with stomach ulcers? Buy my potions made from magical herbs plucked from the
I don't know if I fucked this quest up, if he's, like, doing something to that guy I talked, or what.
What was that noise?
What was that noise? Green? He might be him. I vaguely remember him wearing green. Nope. Townsman. Evil lunatic running around town.
Who's that?
I could just go to the other objective marker. So check this thing up here. See if he's just like drinking here or something. Townsman, Townsman, Townsman. Ulrich Townsman. Innkeeper. Townsman. It's the fresco guy. Man. This guy immediately disappeared when he needed to. Continue the investigation in the overseer's office.
God save you. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for some quicksilver. Would you have any on hand?
Talk to my assistant. He deals with such trivial matters.
Fine, thank you.
Good luck to you.
Alright then.
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
Do you have any quicksilver in stock?
Who's asking?
That was a completely different quality of recording for that line.
I'm here on behalf of the master fresco painter. He said you sent him away empty-handed 3 times already.
Then I don't have any.
That
Well,
sounds
then
almost
fuck
as
off.
if you don't want to sell it to me.
It's not that I don't want to. It's that I can't.
Isn't that the same thing? Don't you lie to me.
Bollocks. Tell me this instant what you've done with the goods.
Nothing! And I'd advise you to calm down. We're on hallowed ground.
You're a fine one to speak of hallowed ground, a lying thief in monastic robes. What next? A whore dressed as a nun?
This is blasphemy!
I'll give you blasphemy. I'm sure you know what our Lord did to the money changers in the temple.
What do you mean? You're not going to hurt me,
Good old
are
code
you?
issues.
Tell me what's going on here and I won't have a reason to.
Jesus. But I didn't know anything about any counterfeiting.
Yeah, you
For
sound
your
real
sake,
confident
I
in
hope
that.
that's true. Now tell me what's been going on.
I swear, I wouldn't normally do anything like that.
Get to the point.
They came for
Cat's
me
over
at
here
noon,
screaming.
directly to the office. The overseer was somewhere on his rounds. Some night it was, without a crest, armed. He called himself Sir Jezek, and he had a
Jezek.
lackey with him called Rapota, a
Jezek.
scruffy fellow with a yellow cape. Always whistling he was. They told me they wanted all the quicksilver we order for the monastery. Of course, I told him that wouldn't be possible.
And then what? Did they threaten you?
Not at first. They tried to bribe me, and when I refused, they started threatening.
How did you hand it over to them?
I take it up the hill behind the monastery here. There's a big tree there with a small chapel underneath. Sometimes Rapota is there waiting for me. If not, I leave it there.
What did they threaten you with?
They said they know people in the monastery, that they'd have me thrown out and beaten for stealing.
And you had been stealing? I mean, before then.
You know how it is. I work my fingers to the bone and they pay me a pittance.
So they knew about you?
Yes, they knew my name, everything.
Very well. Thank you.
God be with you.
God be with you. Alright. So I think that just puts me back to, yeah, find Rapota. Which doesn't exactly help. Old chapel behind the mine. Does he mean that? So I need to sleep. Henry's over here nodding off. Oh god. My horse is stuck in a grave. That's neat. Anyway. Not another way in? All I see is guards out here. Urban.
God save you. What can I do for you?
Like Pope Urban?
Whose house is this?
It's our local custodians. The most esteemed Sir Sebastian, Baron von Berg.
You don't seem to think very much of him.
But of course I do. A man with a nose so stuck up that it acts as a rain funnel can't be all bad.
Rain funnel.
What does the custodian do anyway?
Well, he's meant to look after the local community and keep the peace.
But
in fact, he seems more interested in robbing everyone blind.
I'm much obliged.
Don't mention it.
You look bored.
Beyond tears.
How can you be bored here in Sasau? In such a holy place, filled with knowledge.
Don't even talk to me about it. They won't let you touch the books. They don't want to talk to you. And when I wanted to look at the remains of St. Procopius, at least, they ran me off. Me! Like some kind of thief. What good is the whole blasted monastery if I can't even do that?
Well, they say there's not much left of poor Procopius.
What's that got to do with anything?
I'm not blaming you. It's just that only monks have access to the reliquary in the crypt. Folk were even taking relics away from St. Procopius' cave for protection before. Now no one's allowed in there.
I know. But I'd never dream of doing that. I just wanted to touch them for luck.
I don't know why I would help him, but okay.
How? You're not planning some mischief, are you?
You know what? Bugger off.
No, not at all. I was going to bring you something from the cave under the monastery where he spent his time. You can get in there, you could touch it for luck, and then I'd return it.
Oh, now. You do that for me?
Of course.
Then I'd be very grateful to you. What are you doing here? Get along! Look out!
What are you doing? I don't know where I'm supposed to find that fucker. He's just like wandering around town or what? So I could sleep for a little bit, try to get rid of this energy problem.
Clear off.
You what? Huh.
What part
Sorry.
did you...
I can't see anything.
Help! Over there!
Not doing anything.
For God's sake! There,
Don't move a
there.
finger. Surrender. You've committed a violation. You're under arrest.
All right, enough.
What violation? I slept in a bed.
What clear off means. You should have thought twice about what you're doing.
Oh no, 15 groschen. Whatever.
All right.
All right.
Do something! My God! Over there!
Nourishment's fine. Remains, don't really want to do that. He's gotta be somewhere in town. Need to look it up. Jesus phone. He follows like Florian in the morning, it seems like. Stands near the house.
Meat, mutton, veal, beef, and chicken.
I think that's him. Yep, there's a scraggly, dirty motherfucker.
Are you Rapiter by any chance?
Pardon me? Do we know each other?
No, but I'm hoping to change that.
Well, I don't have much time right now. I'd best be off.
It'll only take a moment.
All right then. What do you want?
I know that you spy on Florian. I know you were involved in the kidnapping of the bathmaid, and I know why you're doing it all.
It seems there's no point making excuses.
None. Now tell me where their workshop is.
Of course. That will be the best solution.
So?
Let's leave it for another time.
You what?
To put a smile on your face.
You son of a bitch.
No, I give up.
Piece of shit.
So, are you ready to talk?
I will. Just don't hurt me, please. What do you want from me?
Tell me where the workshop is. Don't worry. Your master won't be punishing you for betraying him. You're both going to have too many other problems.
It's in the Skullet's mines.
That doesn't narrow it down very much.
On the eastern side of Skullet's Hill, there's an abandoned mine gallery. Well, it used to be abandoned. Now there's a small camp in front of it, and the workshop is inside.
Who is your lord?
Sir Jezek of Ronov. That's what he calls himself, although Ronov Castle's long gone.
What happened to it?
Ronov used to belong to Vincent, Count Lichtenberg. After his death, it fell to Margrave Jobst, and he had it pulled down. He knew full well that Vincent's vassals would resist him.
Why? Everyone knows that when a lord dies without issue, the king can confer his estate on whoever he pleases.
But Vincent had descendants. Ronov only fell to the Margrave because he declared them all illegitimate. All because Vincent had refused to fight for him against Sir Prokop. Sir Jezek led a revolt of the vassals, but Jobst rounded them all up. Only Sir Jezek got away. Since then, he's become the scourge of the domain.
Yeah, right.
Who are you, anyway?
They call me Rapota. I used to be the executioner's henchman in Brno.
And how did you come to be serving Sir Jezek?
I helped him escape from prison. If I was going to serve anyone, better Sir Jezek than the executioner.
So you saw being a brigand's henchman as a step up in the world?
I thought if things changed and he stopped marauding, he might get Ronov back and take me into his service.
Well, after this little escapade, you can forget about that. You'll be lucky if you don't end up swinging on the gallows.
It's all the same anyway now. I've betrayed him.
Excuse me? The woman just like, what are you doing? This random townswoman just like, excuse me.
So who's Sir Jezek working for? Don't tell me he just took it into his head one day to start forging coins.
That's not for me to know. Sir Jezek was on speaking terms.
I really am just getting pushed around everywhere.
Such as?
We were often guests at the monastery, but I slept in the hayloft, so I heard nothing.
And apart from that?
In the camp, you'd occasionally see a Hungarian nobleman, but I don't know what he was doing there, or who he is.
Garlic, onions, mushrooms, asparagus. Come right up. No need to be shy.
I think I've heard enough.
Can I ask you something?
Yes?
I don't want to hang. It's a horrible death. I'd prefer you just kill me here and now.
All right.
Our Father, who art in heaven.
Onions that'll eat your land boy like a little lamb. Come and buy
Give him a little bit of a poke, I guess. Just a gentle little, just... Well, he's dead. And no one reacted. Just a corpse in the fucking middle of town. Alright. Secure Ulrich's help. Just check Discord again real quick.
Yeah.
Trough somewhere nearby? Well, my dude is grime is all fuck right now. It's covered up. There we go. Nothing even in there. I feel like I've lockpicked this multiple times. Does it just reset every other time? Yeah, nothing even in it. Where is this guy? Says he's in this building. Not in that one, because that's the one that gives to the player. Didn't do very hard ones yet. Still can't do very hard. Wow. There you are. Come on, you old fuck.
I finally found out where the Forger's workshop is. Master Fayfar was right. The Forgers are sticking close to the supply source. Their workshop is somewhere in the mines. The entrance is on the eastern side of the hill. I've no idea what to expect there, but I'd rather go there with some backup.
I will be glad to give it. Lead on.
Got a bit of an underbite, don't you? Wait, teleport? Yeah, we did. Like how shuffly and fast his little footsteps are when you have the bow out.
Hey, who's there? Well now, look what's come crawling out from under. Oh! Over here!
I'll slay you!
Quick!
Come here, Lily.
Along!
That guy's naked. What the fuck?
Hey, all of you!
I'll slaughter you.
Damn no. Had enough, boy?
No, kurva!
You'll get what for. Well,
You fall.
over here!
Got.
Take
Here, here.
Hey, all of you, gather here! Raise the alarm!
Scheiße.
I'll kill you! I'll fucking kill you!
How am I not able to hit this guy? Like, ever? Gently finish them off. Oh god. It's hacking there for a minute. Hey, this guy's just running up on us naked. I don't understand. He had had enough. Didn't matter what happened, but he was ending it now. Assuming he dropped like a weapon or something in there somewhere, but I cannot find it. Send a bunch of this shit to my horse. That's actually better. I just need to get that repaired. Yeah, absolutely ransacked them. I kinda wish while you're looting you could just send it directly to the horse. Sweet. A lot of good loot. This is well and truly laden down now. Anybody else in here? It is insanely dark.
Well now, look what's come
crawling out under some rock. Show what you're made of. Shit! Here! I'm over here.
Damn. Right in the mouth. Sword go? I think his sword clipped into the ground. Yeah, it did.
Hand me the dogs.
What's good? Y'all are really chill without just walking in?
Jesus Christ. Who are you and what are you doing here?
I'm here at the command of the royal hetman, Sir Radzig Kabila.
And who's he?
That's no concern of yours.
I'm sure we could come to some sort of agreement. I have plenty of coin.
We can come to an agreement that you'll keep your mouth shut.
Damn.
Please, don't take this personally.
Wait!
What? Do you want to do it? Be my guest. It gives me no pleasure.
You can't kill him. I have orders to take him to Ratai.
That is unfortunate. I have orders to kill everyone involved in this business.
You can't do that!
I have no choice, as you are aware.
I fight
You
him
want
now.
to kill him? He may have valuable information.
For that exact reason, my master does not wish this man to fall into the wrong hands, especially those of Radzig Kabila.
You're a traitor.
The world is not so black and white, boy. We were on the same side for a while, but no longer. That is how it goes.
You don't have to go back to the Rosenbergs.
How do you know about the Rosenbergs?
Master Fayfire recognized the writing on your letter of passage.
Just as I said, there is nothing safe from prying eyes in this land. And where would you suggest I go?
Into Sir Radzig's service. He needs people like you.
I serve Kabila. Out of the question. If he learned of all that I did for the Rosenbergs, he would hang me from the nearest tree. But I was wrong about you. You are not so clever as I thought.
Really?
If you were, you would not have told me how you came to know I served the Rosenbergs. You have signed not only your own death warrant, but also Pfeiffer's.
We'll see about that.
Yep. Killed the old man now.
Had enough, boy? He's... You. Scheiße! I hope you have said your prayer.
You son of a bitch.
You could have lived a long and happy life. Not so bright.
Went into a pit there. And again. That's really annoying.
Get. Ha.
Always kicks him just far enough away that I can't reach him with another strike.
Who is that? Dear God.
Give him the axe. Granddad's old sword. Orky. Trunky. He had like nothing on him other than like armor and a weapon. That's crazy. Chests or anything to loot around here?
Please, please. I'm sure we can come to some sort of agreement.
Nope.
You can talk all you like, but not here and not to me. Let's go. Let's go. Master Fayfar is very keen to meet you.
Good work, Henry.
Thank you, Master Fayfar. It wasn't easy, I can tell you.
I'll take some men and have a good look around there.
And what should I do?
You should get some rest and go to Rattay. In the meantime, Sir Radzig will have this wretch questioned. Maybe he'll get something useful out of it.
All right. I'll see you in Rattay then.
Sword. And need to go down to the weaponsmith and probably grindstone some stuff. I have a torch out for no particular reason.
Yeah.
The body's still here.
Ah! Are you blind, for Christ's sake? There's people walking here.
He cares more that he hit himself with my parked horse than the dead man in the street. I know medieval times were a little fucked up, but that seems a bit extreme. Grindstone is up there, wasn't it? There it is. Oh, that made me giggle. Thing with a blade. Anyway. Else, piercer and the soul slicer. It's good enough. At least above 90 is what I want to get it to before I try to sell it. Should be a lot easier to see if this shit wasn't under like a lean-to. New maintenance perk. Killer, dude. None of the maintenance perks really seem that good. Did I have another? Vitality, yeah. I completely skipped out on that. That's good.
Good God!
Do not look that bad.
About that sort. Yeah.
Yoink.
Yeah.
Wonder if that armorsmith will even talk to me because I fucked him up in that fight. Dead body.
Put a smile on your face.
Bailiff.
Our Lord's tasty. Good on bread and for fry.
Good day to you.
Keeping that one.
Let's talk about...
Let's talk about your price. I remember right, 4711. Yeah, that one's better. Just need to repair it. And I had a bunch of shit on the horse too, I think.
Let's have a word about the price.
Aye, for that...
Eat.
May the Lord watch over you.
Let's have a word...
Well...
Let's have a word about the price.
Since it's you. Well now. Alright, sub.
What didn't he take? Is there just a regular trader around here? Yeah, there is.
Garlic soup for the winter, onion soup for the spring, asparagus for taste, and prunes.
What the fuck is garlic soup? Like, it sounds horrible.
I'm glad to...
God be with you.
What? Keep all that on me. That to the horse. Send that to the horse too. Should probably actually try to repair some of my shit myself. Get that maintenance thing up even higher. think my skill's high enough for that.
Yeah.
Asparagus, they'll cut you in half.
I don't understand that line where it's just like, asparagus that'll cut you in half.
God save you!
God be with you.
All the way over there.
It's not gonna get any better, is it? I just think we should go. It doesn't matter where.
It doesn't matter? We need groschen for the infirmary. Jesus, what have you been up to?
Why is everybody acting like I'm horribly injured or something like that?
Are you happy here?
It's not worth a damn. If I had any choice, you wouldn't see my heels for dust.
Well, what's happened? Did you two get yourselves into trouble?
A fine friend you are, assuming it's our own bloody fault.
Oh, come on. You know what you two are like. I had to ask.
Well, perhaps with that mug. But now, the foreman's got it in for us. If he could, he'd skin us alive.
Always forcing you to work, is he?
If only. That wouldn't be so awful. But nothing we do is good enough for him. There's always some reason for him to yell at us.
I can imagine.
You know what it's like. We do too little, and it takes us too long, and what we eat's worth more than the work we've done, and it's no fun listening to that sort of shit day after day.
And the miller won't stick up for you. I would have thought all the yelling would drive him mad.
Not really. He trusts that loudmouth bastard more than us. He's got us down for a pair of parasites.
I see.
What's so stupid is the mill really needs us. They haven't had any hands here for quite a while, and the mill needs a lot of fixing. But with them around, we can't even get to work.
And you definitely don't... You don't ever provoke him?
I've already told you once, he's an arsehole. I'd say there's nothing we can do about it. If he wants to yell at us, he'll yell at us.
Have you tried talking with him?
What do you think? But that just sets him off. He starts saying we're practically bandits, and what he's going to do about it. That gets Fritz going, and he starts yelling too, and...
And what do you want to do about it? Just run away?
Actually, I'd like to stay here, at least for a bit. I never would have thought I'd like working in a mill. But not with him around. It's unbearable, and there's no one I can complain to. But you could.
Me? Do you think they'll listen to me?
They did once already, didn't they? They hired us because of you. You could have another word with them.
Back then, making promises was enough. Now, it will be worse.
You can forget about the miller. It's Thomas you need to convince. The miller takes his opinion seriously. So, will you do it for us? Again?
Fine. I'll try and talk to him.
I'm glad. But try not to get on his wrong side. You won't get anywhere with him then.
I'll keep that in mind. I'd like to ask about that...
Goodbye.
Talk to Fritz.
Hey, how'd you get so fucked up?
I'm not fucked up. Everybody keeps saying I'm fucked up.
The monastery wants you to pay for treatment. That doesn't sound right.
Leave it be, Howell.
I won't. What happened?
We might have pummeled his face. But don't get involved, Henry. We'll settle it on our own.
Wait, who exactly did you pummel?
Well, he kept on bothering us and... in a nutshell, it was his fault and we're not going to talk about it anymore.
But couldn't there be a way to settle it? Maybe he'd let you off the...
There isn't.
But don't be a twat, Fritz. The two of you are up to your necks in shit, and you're going to play tough instead of seeing sense.
Go to hell, Henry. You and Elias. You're one as bad as the other.
Yeah, if you say so. I'll leave it be. Matthew told me your foreman's a fool, and you're not exactly filled with Christian love for him.
You better believe it. I'd like to pay him back for everything and drown him in the river.
Drown him? What's he done to you?
It was the first or the second day here. We had a disagreement and I told him off. And then, all of a sudden, we're fighting and that fucker just throws me in the river. I nearly drowned.
Well, how did you get out? I thought you couldn't swim.
I can't. They pulled me out. I was up to my waist in water.
I see.
It was stand up if it was up to your waist.
So you want to pay him back?
Exactly. I don't give a shit about anything around here, but that bastard's in need of a good trouncing.
What about the others at the mill? Are they awful as well?
The miller's an old fool. He believes every word that comes out of Thomas's mouth. It's hopeless. And then there's the miller's daughter. She's a pretty lass, and kind with it. And what can she do? Nothing. Not that it stops Matthew going to see her. But Thomas is the root of the problem.
Do you think he's jealous? Is she a sweetheart?
He might make puppy dog eyes at her, but most of the time he just struts about like a peacock. I really don't think she's the problem.
And what do you want to do about it? Do you think you can come to an agreement?
No fucking chance. Matthew hopes so because he likes it here. It's true the work's better than the mines, but the pay's worse.
So how do you plan on dealing with it? Leaving?
Perhaps. But first, I want to give Thomas a proper trouncing. I mean a real thrashing.
And you think that will help?
Maybe. Maybe it'll knock some sense into that fat head of his. Or he'll be too frightened to mess with me.
That might help.
So why don't you arrange a fight with him? If we win, he'll leave us alone. Oh, we could...
What?
We could lure him off someplace far away and then wait for him. Maybe to play dice with Lawrence. He would have to go through the dark woods.
Jesus Christ, Fritz.
I'll think about it.
Good luck then.
Talking about killing him. Exactly is Thomas?
More. You'll find it nowhere else.
Henry, I'm glad you came.
Fuck is he? There's like nobody here but you two. Did you already kill him? That to rat me out. It's a little goofy. Yeah, I don't know what to do with their shit. There's another tournament happening, though. To eat. Good lord. The pot down here at a camp always. Let's use that.
Yeah.
Gods.
Is this?
I suppose. For how long?
Just the one.
Sure.
Here you are.
You'll like it. Good luck.
Got quite a bit of money. Nick. Didn't want to cook. Stealing food. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Don't fight it in a tournament. How am I interacting with that behind him?
God bless you.
I'd like to enroll it.
All right.
Of course.
I'll write your name down, and I need to know what...
Longsword.
Sword.
I reckon it's what.
Good. Goodbye. Meeting face to face in this round will be Yera of Benishov, called Kipper, a mercenary by profession. And he will face Henry of Skalitz from the company of Sir Radzik Kubla. Let us wish the combatants luck.
There's a hefty pause in between those lines.
The first duel may commence. We will witness a duel with longswords.
Out. Get fucked.
The first victor in our tourney is Henry of
That was quick. Oh, God.
The second bout will surely be no less exciting. This one may decide the winner. The combatants will engage in a duel with warhammers and shields.
I am not good at those. Abuse the clinch. What was that camera movement?
Fuck!
Just hitting you right in the head, like.
I don't know.
I fucked that one up.
Oh dear, did that hurt?
I have to say, how many times do I have to hit you square in the head with a warhammer for you to be like, I don't want this anymore?
And shall proceed to the next round.
I don't know if you win a different prize every time or if it's the same one, but last time I won, I got a pair of gauntlets.
Entering the arena now will be Henry of Skalitz from the company of Sir Radzig Kobyla, who will measure his skills against Thaddeus, commander of the guard at Talmberg. Let us wish the combatants luck.
Thaddeus, hey?
The combatants have entered the arena and the first duel may commence. We will witness a duel with longswords.
You all.
Go ahead and gather your strength.
I just didn't know he was getting hit. That one hurt. The computer's ability to instantly counter mid-combo makes combos like virtually pointless. You fuck. And then sometimes they turtle up and you literally can't do anything.
Curse it! Missed!
My face. Where are you going? What happened there? I think his AI just broke. Just getting wailed on in the back.
With warhammers and shields.
On hammers again. You Austin.
Bollocks! What's up? Shit you.
The knockback on that move, like, very much favors the computer. There we go.
Having proved his combat skills in this round and emerged victorious, he shall proceed to the next round of the Ratai Tourney. Meeting face to face in this round will be Menhart, master swordsman from far off Frankfurt. And he
Menhart, huh?
Henry of Skalitz from the company of Sir Radzik Kubla. Welcome, our warriors. The combatants have entered the arena and the first duel may commence. We will witness a duel with longswords.
You little bastard.
Shit!
Come on.
Geht zum Teufel!
Perfect counters every time.
The combatant,
Yeah, right back.
Henry of Skallets. Change weapons for the second bout.
Warhammers again.
The combatants will engage in a duel with warhammers and shields.
Verrecken!
Blocking everything now, and my head's all fucked up.
Geh zum Teufel! Ha!
That one was close. I think my brain is coming out of my ears.
Lords and ladies, good men and good wives, you have just witnessed the final duel in today's Ratai tourney, for which we all owe gratitude to Sir Hanush of Laipa. All glory to the victor, Henry of Skallets, man-at-arms in the company of Sir Radzik Kobila. His prize will be given to him by our gracious Sir Hanush.
Iron hand. Y'all not be merged for a second?
Did it in the end, Henry. No doubt you're well satisfied. And I'm sure you'll be happy with this prize.
I certainly am, my
Do
lord.
give you a different
Thank
armor
you,
piece
sir.
every time.
Goodbye.
Or at least so far. $28. $28. So these are shit compared to mine. clusterfuck on these stairs. It did the thing again where it like blacked out.
There's the man. Good work, Henry.
Thank you, sir.
I tell you to take a well-earned rest, but unfortunately I need one more thing from you.
Whatever you command.
Jezek refuses to talk to us. The stubborn bastard's asking to see you.
Me?
Indeed. Normally I'd send for Captain Burner to beat it out of him, but then I told myself that if he's so keen to speak to you...
I'll try to get something out of him. Where is he?
He's locked up in the tower. Bernard will give you the key.
Very well, sir.
Is Bernard? He's usually out there. Do I have to go all the way across town?
Yeah.
Kind of. It's close to night.
Yeah.
Should theoretically be around here somewhere.
What the?
The fuck? They are.
How are you?
I need the key to Jezek's cell.
So Sir Radzig let him have his way in the end. He should have let me beat some answers out of him.
Don't take it that way. He probably wants to talk to me because he reckons he can hoodwink me. But that's where he's wrong.
Just try not to mess it up. Here's that key.
Thanks.
Take care.
The other tower? Yeah. I don't know why I wasn't showing it.
Yeah.
It's outside the city. All the way back in here. It's acting like I'm on top of it. Not this. Very clearly not on the right track, but there's at least shit to lockpick here. Free money. Can get through very hard doors. Oh my god. Maybe I can't. That's crazy. I don't know how, like, busted those lockpicks were, but it immediately broke. Every time.
Hey!
My bad.
Hey, who's there? Ah!
God be with you, Henry.
Henry?
Well, finally, I've had quite a wait.
Why do you want to talk to me, of all people?
You brought me here. You should consider it an honor.
It's true to say I have a lot of questions.
Well, there you are, then. It did cross my mind, though, that it might be nice to get some assurances for my cooperation. After all, I'm the one the Margrave unjustly declared the scourge of the land and expelled from Moravia. They even pulled my beautiful castle down. It was the necessity of making a living that forced me to take some liberties.
I suppose there's some truth in that. I may speak with Sir Radzig and he might pardon you, but not unless you start talking.
Very well, ask me anything you want. I won't be obstructive.
What I want to know most of all is who's behind it. Who are you making those forgeries for?
Do you think I couldn't have handled it all myself?
I'm not trying to insult you. It's just not a job one man could do alone.
All right. The way it began was I was short of coin, as usual. So I let those crimps in Sasau recruit me.
Recruit you into what?
I didn't inquire too much. In this business, you don't ask too many questions. But when they found out I wasn't just anybody, they put me in charge of the counterfeiting. A foreigner by the name of Eric gave me instructions. But for sure, he isn't the chief. And there's someone highly placed at the monastery who's mixed up in it too. But I don't know who.
How did you come to hear of all this business?
I met some old friends in Colleen a few months ago. And they said they were heading for Sasau, that armed men were being recruited, and they'll hire anyone.
Old friends? Who were they?
Just a couple of brigands. We used to ambush the Margrave's messengers in Moravia together.
Nice friends you keep.
I was in dispute with the Margrave. A man in my position finds himself mixed up with all sorts.
And then what?
Rapota and I had been living off stale crusts for a month, so I wasn't going to turn down the chance of work, honest or otherwise. We rode to Sasau and met with the recruiters. It didn't take long to realize I was a nobleman fallen on hard times, not some common peasant.
Can you get to the point?
Well, they introduced me to this Eric, and he told me what was needed. They set up the workshop, got the men, the supplies, everything.
Crimps? You're telling me this Eric is recruiting armed men in Sasau?
Well, it seems so. I was giving the recruiters some of the coins to do it. The fake ones, of course.
Where can I find the recruiting gang?
That's tricky. It was my friends who led me to them. We met with them in the woods next to Sasau. It's about who you know, as always.
You said you gave them money. Where was that?
They'd ride to the mine gallery to see me. I don't suppose you'd find them there now.
If you say so.
This Eric?
Eric.
You reckon he's not the one in charge?
He puts on airs, but he's just a naive young pup. And he's always going on about his lord, though he never mentioned him by name.
Where can I find this Eric? You must have had some meeting place.
He used to come to the workshop unannounced. And after what's happened, I doubt he'll be showing his face there again.
This highly placed person at the monastery, what can you tell me about him?
I've no idea who he is, only that he's no small fry. After all, he handles the exchange of the forgeries in Passau.
I see. Is there anything else at all you can tell me about him?
No, he was supposed to supply me with materials too, but he backed out. Eric said he probably got cold feet.
That'll do me for the moment.
Will you put in a word for me with Sir Radzig? I'll swear allegiance to him if he'll have me. I'm sick of being a renegade.
I can try, but I can't promise you anything.
There was a jangling noise going on behind me. Oh. This guy's struggling. Can I get out of here? I think they locked the dungeon up for the night, and I just can't get out. Where am I now? Did it glitch me through the door? That is so weird.
Yeah!
Ah.
Oh.
What was that?
Shit. I'm not doing nothing.
What the hell are you fooling about? What's up? Do you need some help?
You didn't see nothing, you don't know nothing. He's still sleeping in here. Every time I've seen him since the story bit, he's been sleeping in there.
How are you, Henry?
That was a little alarming. He's still asleep while standing up. Some of the glitches in this game are very bizarre. And now he's just gone. but some level ups, didn't I? Agility. Downstairs now? Is there a point in time where I'm allowed to talk to you? Jesus.
What have you learned?
All sorts of things.
There's some foreigner called Eric behind the counterfeiting ring, and someone highly placed at the monastery.
The monastery? Really?
That's what Jezek claimed.
So it's worse than I thought. If this is true, we'll have to proceed with the utmost caution.
Why? Can't we just go to the monastery to investigate?
No. If the church is truly involved, I have no authority.
Well, damn.
So what will you do?
I'll have to think about it. It won't be an easy nut to crack. I'll have to consult with Hanush. And what of this Eric? Who is he?
I don't know, but he's recruiting armed men in Sasau and forming an army.
Damn! So it looks like Pribyslavitz wasn't the end of it.
It most certainly wasn't, sir. And what's more, Sir Jezek is convinced this Eric is only a go-between, and there's someone bigger behind him.
You should return to Sasau and take a closer look at those recruiters. If they're going to attack, we must find out sooner than last time.
It might not be as straightforward as that. So Jezek didn't know them and has no idea how to find them.
You'll have to manage somehow, my lad. Don't tell me there's an armed force amassing here and nobody knows anything. Go to Sasau and try to find them.
I'm not sure where to start.
Why did I lose
They're
reputation
asked around
there?
at alehouses and inns, or at the Rathaus. Someone must have heard something. These things can't be entirely kept in the dark. Whatever you do, be careful, Henry. And best not mention my name. It would attract unwelcome attention. What we want is for the crimps to take you for just another village lad they can lure into their gang.
All right, sir. I'll try to blend in as best I can.
I know I'm asking a lot of you, but I know of no one else who could help as much as you can now.
Sir, there's one more thing. Sir Jezek went with me without resistance, because I promised him he could come to an agreement with you.
My boy, my boy. You make promises in my name? That could turn out very badly for both of us. But, if it can prevent bloodshed, why the hell not? We may well come to some arrangement after all, but I can't say yet what will become of him. You'd better run along.
As you command, sir.
You alright? I think at that I'm gonna save it, and I think I'll play some like quick play or something like that on Rivals for a little bit, just for shits and giggles.